Good morning. I hope you're having an awesome morning, and I hope you have a really great day. I hope you're being blessed and encouraged, and most of all, on fire for God. I am in my pajamas still, but it is very, very cold here this morning. I think the high today is probably like 59, so it's going to be cold. I just had my breakfast, a little bit of the Word, and I wanted to come on very quickly and share a short video. I had a dream, and I just got a few thoughts about the dream, and I just want to share them with you. And so I'll get straight into it. A couple weeks ago, I dreamed that there was a surgeon doing surgery on my legs. And I'm laying down, but I could look down and I could see him working. And there was these round spots, I'd say about the size of quarters, and they were brown. And he's cutting this brown spot. You can see he's being careful to cut just where the brown spot is. And he reaches and he grabs the brown spot and he begins to pull. And as he pulls, there's like this core that's running really deep, and he pulls it out and he discards this growth or whatever it is. And he begins to meticulously take his time and sew. And as I'm watching him, when he's finished sewing, I'm looking and I'm amazed because it doesn't even look like he sewed anything. I mean, it's like it was perfect. Like it was never there. Like nothing had ever been there, And I asked him, I said, "What are you doing?" And he says, "I am healing you of past wounds." And when he said that, I could see someone from my past actually flash. I mean, it was like they were there for a moment. And I woke up. And I remember when I woke up, I didn't really understand what the dream meant. I kind of just thought it was a weird dream, just a strange dream. But then as the day went on and I actually began to speak to someone about the dream, it made so much sense to me. And I realized that God was showing me that He is not only concerned about our health and our healing physically, but also mentally, emotionally, and that He's busy at work behind the scenes, healing us from those deep, running deep to the core hurt that has been caused by things we've been through and things that people may have done to us. Sometimes we feel like we're broken and we're damaged, and I believe He wants to show us that we're not too broken and we're not too damaged, and that He is the great physician, praise God. And He cares about us, He loves us, and He is behind the scenes, and He is working. Even when we don't realize He's working, He's working. Which also began to make me think about things in my life. And I began to think that in times in my life when I really, really, really began to see a change in my life, a victory over hurts and pains, and true healing began emotionally, is when I was able to forgive. Honestly, begin to truly forgive and be able to pray for that person, to care about their salvation, and be able to really pray for them and care what happens to them. And I know you're thinking that's a lot easier than said. I mean, said than done, and it is, truly. I understand that. And forgiveness doesn't mean you have to hang out with that person or that you have to allow that person back in your life. And forgiveness comes a lot easier when you do this, which is hard to do. And I've done it. It's when you begin to sit and think back in your life on every person you have hurt, every person that you may have done damage to, caused pain to. something you said, something you've done. You don't know what damage has been caused to that person. And when I began to do that in my own life, it made it easier to forgive someone else. Because we are human, and we do make mistakes, and we do things that, unfortunately, in our past, maybe that we wish we hadn't have done or said. God forgave us. Who are we not to forgive someone else? But when you get to that point of true forgiveness, it's like a huge weight is lifted. And you open your heart to so much good. You know, Psalms 147:3 says, He healeth the brokenhearted, and He binds up all their wounds. If we let Him, trust Him, God's busy. He's working and He loves you. He wants you free from whatever pain and hurt that you have been carrying around with you. He wants to set you free of it. He wants to heal you, and He wants to sew it up like nothing's ever been there before. Anyway, just my thoughts this morning. Have a blessed day. Be encouraged. Look up.